Welcome everyone to AgroSuede Backyard Garden with me, Michel Junior Suede. In this video picture, I'm going to show you one of the most inexpensive way that you could actually sift your compost material, simply by buying a container which actually have holes in it on the side and preferably the bottom. But this one don't have holes at the bottom, but you could actually look for a container or a basin with holes in it like this, and you could use it for your backyard garden to sift your compost to get fine compost material to add to your backyard garden, whether to add to the pot or to put on your raised bed. The main point is that you could actually have well sifted compost material to add to your backyard garden simply by buying a basin or container with holes. So let me show you exactly how this works. So one of the first things you want to do actually is to get your compost material from your compost bin. However, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to leave it there still. So now I'm going to take you to the area where I'm storing my compost. I actually store it somewhere else for it to break down even more. After which I use the basin to sift it out. So this is the final area where I actually store my compost material. I just leave it there, and that way, because it's on the ground, the worms can come up in there. It's moist because it's under the trees, and at the same time it's not basically waterlogged because water can pass through it. So I usually take it from here, I put it in a container, and as you can see, it's very much fine. It's not bad, but still have some stones and some undecomposed material. Right, so this is it. So now I'm gonna sift it out in another area. So now that you've sifted out the compost material, you then feed it to the plants. Now you could use the basically remainder in your other compost bin. So you could just add that to your compost bin. So you just take some in your hand, put it around it, just to feed it. So because this is compost material, you don't have to worry about too much nitrogen, phosphorus or potassium. Only if your compost material was really concentrated a lot with leguminous plant. But because I have a mixture of leguminous plants, eggshells, paper, carbon paper, not carbon paper but like the bag, like the paper bags and the boxes, and I also had peeling some crops, so it's very much mixed. I also add chicken manure, I add cow dung, I add goat manure, so there's a mixture going on in here. So just gonna add this and feed the plants so that they can actually produce massive peppers. So this is how you actually use the container or the basin with holes, a lot of holes, to sift out your compost material so that you could get this fine compost material. It's fine, let me just show you. Very fine compost material. Thank you very much for liking our video. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel, and thank you for all those of you who have subscribed to AgroSuede Backyard Garden once again. And remember, a backyard garden in some ways will keep the doctors away. And AgroSuede is out.